What's up, everyone? I am Symone Stanley, and this is HBCU Game Day. Today, I am super excited to be joined by sophomore running back for Virginia Union University, Jada Byers. Jada is our featured player of the week, but honestly, Jada, you probably like so far player of the year. Over 5 games, Jada has over 800 rushing yards. The man's almost at 1,000 rushing yards season. And what are y'all, halfway through?
Yes, ma'am.
Jada, you've been putting in that work. What has you feeling so good this season?
Just the front five that I knew I had coming back. So it's just like, it's not even me. I tell everybody every time I have an interview, God wrote my book and I'm just living the actions through it. And that front five that I have is just amazing. They just doing what they have to do. And last game, we wanted to get to 223 yards because that was our goal, to get me 1,005 games. But we told them, hey, we was up, 21 nothing at halftime. We come back out, we go up, I think 48 nothing, and coach just said us the rest of the game. We were like, bro, it's not a big deal because 1,000 yards is some people's season, and some people whole season. We got that almost in 5 games. Like, that's a great accomplishment, regardless of what we do or if we didn't get in 5. But we just know we close, and that's what every running back dream is, to get 1,000 yards. And for me to just be this close halfway is my line just telling me every day, like, bro, we trying to get 150 a half, 150 a half. We trying to really perform. And I tell them, I said, bro, this is gonna come down to y'all. I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. Y'all gonna do what y'all gotta do. And we're gonna make it happen.
That's huge. You said some people get to 1,000 yards. Very few people get to 1,000 yards. That's a huge accomplishment at the running back position. So do y'all go into each game like, obviously the run game is y'all identity behind you, of course, but do y'all go into each game like with a benchmark y'all want to set on the ground?
Nah, our running back coach Diego Rowland, he tell us he want the running backs as a whole. At least it depends who we playing, the opponent we playing. He might say we want 300 yards. It don't matter what running back get it, but at least 3 running backs in there we get 300 yards. That's great for us, and that's what we always knew. As nobody never have no individual goals as me. Like, I would never say, oh, I'm about to go out here for 4 touchdowns with 300 yards. I always talk like God's plan is God, what he got to do for us. Whatever we do, we got to do, and that's just our benchmark. Like you said, we always said that we want 300 yards a game, no matter how we get it. We just want 300 yards a game as a whole team.
Okay, so Jada, you're only a sophomore. You're from New Jersey, am I correct?
Yes.
So what made you want to go to Virginia Union coming from New Jersey?
Actually, it was a long story. To be make it short, is I committed to Sacred Heart in December in Connecticut. I went there. I liked it there, but I was trying to make myself comfortable somewhere I was uncomfortable at. I could just put it that way. And Coach Parker gave me a call, and he was like, hey, we want you to come play football at Virginia Union and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, Coach, I'm ready to go. And that's at the time when I got here. It's just Coach Parker and everybody else just opened me with open arms.
Okay, I like it. So how has it been adjusting to New Jersey? Not that far from Virginia, but you're in a new state, in a new town. How has it been adjusting?
I feel like I'm home, to be honest, because I'm the type of person, I'm always up high, and regardless of my lowest days, I'm always going to bring a smile to everybody else and try to be my best me. And I feel as though like I'm home. I feel like I'm in New Jersey because everywhere I go, everybody know me. I know everybody, and just I communicate well with everybody out here.
Okay, so what are you, Jets, Eagles? What are you?
Nah, I told myself I don't have no NFL team until I get there. That's
Growing up though, you grew up in New Jersey, right?
Yeah. Growing up, when I was growing up, I had teams that I liked it, and it's crazy because people always say this. My cousin always mess with me every day. He tried to say I was a bandwagon, but every team I liked it won the Super Bowl that year. So like when the Seahawks,
yeah, you bandwagon.
I wasn't though, because Marshawn Lynch is one of my running backs that I was looking up to when he was in the league, and that's the year they won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And I was like the year before that, I was like Ed Reed and Ray Lewis together on the same team, and that's when Ed Reed retired and Ray Lewis retired the year after that.
So it's just convenient for you that you just so happen to like all the winning team.
You can say that. I like to be a winner.
You're rubbing it off. It's rubbing off. For you in college, maybe you're just lucky because y'all 5-0 right now.
That's wonderful. That is crazy. When I think about it every day, like we're really 5-0. Because last year around this time, I want to say we was 3-2 or something like that. Like we was like, I think we won 3-2. I think we probably won like 2 games last year around this time or something like that. 2 and 3 or probably something like that. Something like that.
So when you started college, what were some goals, or did you have any goals that you set for yourself?
The goals I set for myself was just always be the best me and bring what I could bring to the team and make sure everybody great around me and doing what they have to do around me. Like my freshman year, it was just for me to get playing time and show them what I could do. And just to think about it, my freshman year I had 910 yards. I finished with through a whole season. And think about it now, and I'm at 891. I'm only 20 yards short from what I had last year. And it's just like, hey, I always outdo my performances that I had last year. Like think about high school, my freshman year, I had 4 touchdowns my freshman year, and I always tell myself my life is on repeat because my freshman year I had number 23. My freshman year of college I had number 7, and then my sophomore year high school I had number 3 here and out. And my freshman year in high school I had 4 touchdowns. Then my sophomore year I had 28. Junior year and senior I had 35 apiece. So it's like I'm always trying to outdo my performance I had last year.
Okay, so do you have your goals changed now that you're in the thick of it when it comes to your college football career?
Oh yeah, this year I set my goals to 2,000 yards and 20 plus touchdowns this year. And I think on purpose I said I wanted 3,100 or something like that. I think I wrote it on Miss Bundy board when our staff members here.
Okay, so you chipping away, big chunk at a time. So, how would you describe yourself as a running back?
How would I describe myself as a running back? Elusive, quick, fast, great vision, great IQ. It's a lot I could probably say about myself. It's just hopefully everybody else see it. I don't know because I always knew how to describe myself. I always thought people could describe me for who I am. So that's hard.
So when you look at other running backs, you talked about you really like Marshawn Lynch. What are some of the players are there any players now that you watch and you might see yourself in their game?
Oh, yeah. I could say one running back. I could say Alvin Kamara is one. I could say Tavon Austin. He didn't play running back. He played slot, but that's always been my favorite player growing up. And Reggie Bush, too. But people that's playing now, like you said, I could say Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, Tyreek Cohen from the Bears, the short running back, because we got the same height and we both could do what we could do. I could say them 3 right there could probably be a great comparison to myself.
Okay, I like it. So lastly, the team is 5-0. I know you guys are always looking ahead. Y'all not looking at the records, the stats, all that. It's all next game mentality. What's it going to take for Virginia Union to win it all this season? What's one thing y'all have to continue and one thing that y'all need to tighten up on?
I just say we win every day. That's all we go by is we just win today, tomorrow. Because most teams always think about, we got to win the week. We got to do what we got to do for that Saturday. We try to win every day because every day is not promised. Like always say, tomorrow is not promised. So we try to give it all we have on the field, out the field. We just do what we got to do in the classrooms, everything. So it's like that's what makes us better as a team. Because if we're not doing what we have to do in the classroom, some people may not be able to play and it might mess our team up. But football-wise, I would say we come in, look at what we did bad and stuff, all the good stuff. Because that's all I tell myself individually. I always go back and watch film and I don't be caring about the good yards that I had. I always go back and say, dang, if I'd have read this hole better, maybe I make this lineman look better. Or maybe I could have had a bigger one or maybe another touchdown or first down. Like I always not doubt myself, but when I make a bad play in the game, that motivates me to go harder. Like the Dawson game when I fumbled and it was a big fumble in the middle of the field, it made me go hard. I came to the sideline, start crying. My team, like, the next play is going to be the best play. And the next play after that, I broke for the 52-yard. And I'm just telling them, like, we always got to think about our bad things we do and fix the bad things. The more we work on fixing our bad things, everything will come out how we want it to be.
I love it. I love it. Love the mentality. But, of course, we're rooting for you guys. It's looking like an amazing season. Of course, you're having an amazing season as well. And you said 2,000 yards, so we're going to be on the lookout for that.
Thank you.
Well, guys, I'm Symone. He is Jada. This is HBCU Game Day. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.